speak moron as well as you, but let me try.
What the hell is supposed to do, you moron?
It's a moron. That's not against the law.
Gun! You fucking moron!
Stuff like Batman.
Because he is Batman, you moron.
What are you, a fucking moron?
You moron. Drop dead. Moron.
Whoa!
Up here, you morons.
Stepping morons like yourself.
Me down, you moron! Hey, moron!
Bid you farewell and good luck, morons. Bye.
So, you and Kanye?
So, tell me your thoughts then about me and my good friend.
After our conversation about people you'd like to go for pints with, and you come up with Hitler, Kanye West now in the news a lot, and it started off with all the anti-Semitic stuff last week. Adidas dropped him and all that, but then randomly I saw a story today that people are now saying that he's got this weird admiration for Hitler, and like all these folk have had to sign non-disclosure agreements, and he's paid folk off to not tell people how much he admires Hitler, which is he's a weird guy. Like,
see, any time that because I seen like he done a big interview with Piers Morgan, like just two cunts in a room, that one. But like, see, any time he speaks, I just like I just do not listen to him because I find him hard. He could be talking about the most important subject in the world, and it's really relevant to me. He just talks utter nonsense, and I cannot listen to him. So I just turn off ever. I've just seen the headlines about what he's been saying and all that, but he's a fucking weapon, that boy. Like,
oh man,
total helmet.
Yeah, you seen the nick of the fucking trainers he's been peddling it for about £300 a pair to?
Oh, Jesus.
I feel like he's just one big social experiment to see how much people will accept from a fucking creep like him. Because for the clothes that in the footwear and stuff that he has, that people spend a fortune on, like Hunter's just said, that, and the things that he comes up with, that can't be real. Surely someone's feeding him all that pish.
See, just on the fashion thing.
He's actually went for some form of musical genius, and you look at his early music. He obviously was producing, and The College Dropout was a fucking great album, and then he just turned it into this absolute grade A fucking weapon.
See, just talking about fashion and all that, right? So, like, see all these like high-end fashion brands, like all their stuff's just garbage, like Balenciaga and all that, like utter fucking shit. I seen a video on YouTube, like a Balenciaga fashion show, right? And they done it in mud.
I seen that.
So they had the models just walking through puddles in mud, wearing all these fucking clays and all that, and they had like loads of people watching it, like proper taking it seriously.
Balenciaga have released a collaboration with Adidas the day, and one of them is like a pair of Stan Smiths that you'd wear for taking the fucking bins out, like for £600.
Have you ever seen the Balenciaga football bits that they've done?
No.
Oh, wait a minute. I think they're definitely way over a grand.
I bet
try and find them. Oh wait, they're fucking awful.
You can get, I've just typed in Balenciaga football boots, and the first thing that popped up was Balenciaga Crocs for £450.
Aye, so £550, right, for these fucking football boots. Wait, they're
This is great content for a podcast, guys. Absolutely fantastic.
Hold on, I need to send you this one too, because they're just a pair of Lonsdales for £450.
Lonsdales.
Fuck me, man. Honestly,
if you are listening along, please be Google fucking hell, Kyle. Googling what Sean's talking about, because I'm actually.
There's also in this Balenciaga Adidas collaboration a water bottle for £235.
Oh, come on now.
Exactly.
That's just ridiculous. Right, I'm going to put two pictures right in the chat. One of the football bits, and then one of these Lonsdale Balenciaga trainers that are £450. Look at that same photo.
I really hope people are Googling along with us and agreeing with us here.
Anybody listening, just Google Balenciaga Zen, Z-E-N sneaker. Now that, right, people got bullied at school for wearing those trainers. They were Lonsdales, and now they're flogging them for £450.
I see the picture of the Crocs just beside them. That's what it popped up. I see them.
And can you see the thing to the right of that? That looks like a trainer.
That looks like a pair of Balenciaga Croc Adidas Predators.
Oh my god, man.
You turned into Steve McLaren when you said sneaker there. Sneaker.
Sorry. Sneaker.
Oh, the sneakers. Well, listen, we are here to talk about movies, not sneakers. Some sneakers O'Toole Bunsey. There's a wee reference for the sag do. As Bunsy's blowing his nose. We are here to talk about movies. We are in week 2 of our new season, which Daniel is just going to give you a quick once-over once again of what it is for those that didn't listen to the previous episode. And if you haven't listened to the previous episode, what are you doing here? Go back and listen to the previous one.
Aye. So thanks for teaming me up again. So we're going to watch 10 movies beginning with the letter B. Now, what I didn't make clear last week is that these are not what we think are the 10 best movies beginning with the letter B. These are 10 random movies beginning with the letter B, right? Because instantly I know they'll put our Instagram following is like, and they're going to be all over that saying, why is this not in it? Because we didn't fucking pick it. That's why it's not in it, right? These are the 10 fucking films. And we're going to just watch them and talk about them. And that's
We're actually sick at letting you guys pick the movies for us. So we're giving a big fuck you, fingers up to you guys, and picking them ourselves. Was that not what you said, Daniel, no?
Aye. Especially that one. Aye.
Is that you done? Fair enough, you're done. Right. So we are here to talk about the business, which when we pick movies, we typically try to pick movies that are available on the platforms, Sky, Netflix, Amazon, and usually the people that pick the movies do a little bit of research to find out that we can get them, so we don't have the whole hullabaloo buying it, logging in, getting people to log us in, etc. But no, when Sean picks a movie, he doesn't do any of that. He just picks a movie and then we just have to deal with it.
No, I will stick up for Sean here. When we first made that list, the business was on because I've vouched for it to be put on the list. I check my Just Watch app, other movie availability apps are available.
Is there?
Kyle, can you give me another example of when I've picked a film that's not been available, please?
Hotel Rwanda.
Can I have another one, please?
To be fair, that wasn't Sean that picked that.
Oh, it was not actually. Thank you again, Hunter. It was not.
That was perfect, Sean. Sean, take us away on your thoughts on the business. In fact, explain what it is.
So it's a film.
Nice, done. What do you think of
it? So basically, this is like a proper kind of guilty pleasure of mine, because I know that it is quite cheesy at bits, but see just the soundtrack and the costume, I suppose, it is just tremendous. And I don't know why, but I've just loved it since it came out in 2005. I've seen it. I've no idea how many times, but like even when I was watching it, was it yesterday I watched it? I was just total, my head was bobbing along to every song in that film. I think it's just brilliant. And it's got its flaws, but so is every Danny Dyer film got its flaws.
Of course.
Danny Dyer being
but
I think
that
Dyer flaws.
Aye, but like he's obviously I would imagine he's made a fortune off of basically films that are exactly the same as this, but it was set in a different place. But this is, I honestly don't know. I think it is just the music and the costume that I love, and the setting, like being abroad and that. I just think it just all goes really well. Do you know who I think's really good in this? He's a total prick. Was Sammy? Was it Jeff? What's his name? Jeff
Bell.
Jeff Bell. He is just the most unlikable. He's got the most unlikable face in UK film, I reckon. He's also played a cunt in a lot of other programmes. I'm sure he was a cunt in Green Street as well. He was a head of Millwall. I sounded very, very in the know. Head of Millwall. But again, like I can't really describe. But in fact, I've already described what I love about it. It's the fucking music and the costume. The story is very, very simplistic. Just a story about drugs and greed I mean, you've seen umpteen films like that. You could tell where it was going from early on, which is probably because they showed you the opening scene, which then goes back in time, and they obviously look like shit. But do you know what? I could watch this again and again and again and just never get tired of it. I know that maybe Daniel and Kyle, I think, will shit on it. I'm not really sure how Bunzy thinks. I think Hunter likes it. I'm pretty sure we spoke about it before. I might be completely wrong, but I don't care. This is going to get a fairly decent score for me, and do you know what? It deserves it. It's never going to win an Oscar, but it won my heart.
Bless you, Sean. Bless you.
Well, you're kind of half right and you're kind of not right. I understand why you would like this and why it would be a guilty pleasure, right? And I'm not going to shit all over it because it is what it is, right? You know exactly what you're signing up for the movie poster, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think we have to hold ourselves to a standard of quality to a certain degree, right? And this feels like a special extended episode of EastEnders where whoever's like rivals of the Mitchells have been run out of town, and it's a wee spin-off where the rival gangsters go to Spain for a bit. And it's even got a few people from EastEnders in it. In fact, is Dyer not also from EastEnders now?
Yes, and it's also his mum who wanted to fuck him for a grand in EastEnders.
Nice.
Right, there was two bits of trivia I had on this film, but that's one of them gone.
Sorry.
Is mum in EastEnders?
The good news is there's no cliffhanger trivia this week, so.
Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, Bunzy.
Is mum in this is the one? No, is mum in EastEnders the one that wants to fuck him for a grand in this film?
Aye.
So she plays his mum in EastEnders.
And his mum in EastEnders is also called Shirley too.
Aye, I know. He also thought that was his sister in EastEnders, but then the bombshell hit that it was actually his mum.
You know an awful lot about EastEnders.
Laurie watches it.
No, guilty pleasure.
Sean's got no time to watch more than one movie a week, but he's watching EastEnders daily.
No, as I said, I've been through stages of watching EastEnders. I'm absolutely not ashamed to admit, but Laurie watches it all the time. My voice is just weak. Sorry.
Laurie's in the background choking him right now for slagging EastEnders.
She actually pure fancies Danny Dyer, even the new, which I find strange because he's.
Find that strange?
Aye.
You look a bit like Danny Dyer, actually. That's why I think you'd be good in the poster.
Thanks, but I don't think I do. I've definitely not got the body either. I've not.
Is it Danny Dyer at the end of this film or the start of this film?
Danny Dyer currently who plays in EastEnders, and he's still got a better body than I have.
Right, enough of Sean's body, Daniel. Continue talking your thoughts on this.
It's all right. I mean, like I say, it does what it says in the tin. It drags on a bit, and that's what I'm. This is when I say it felt like an extended episode of a TV show. I felt like an hour would have been fine for this, and it'd be a one-off special on BBC or something. Do you know what I mean? It felt like there wasn't enough there to make this a movie that was released at the cinema for me. It's just a wee bit lacking. And how many the wee side characters we're all together now. You two are shunned, but now you three are back together now, and it's just by the third time I was like, oh my god, who cares? And the guy's head being on the spike, and then it just sort of went away after that, and suddenly they were all sweaty and couldn't they have baths and that? It was just fucking. It just lost it for me towards the end. I didn't find it interesting after the first hour or so. I felt like it was building up to a big climax with that guy that was a dick. What was his name? Sammy or something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I felt like it was building up to this big climax, and by the time they actually came to him killing each other or whatever, it came to the big end. But it was a bit disappointing. There was no real tension towards it. Yeah. They spent too long walking down there. Then they were in a pipe full of shit, and then he crawls through the shit, and then he turned on the. By that point, I had completely lost interest, man. I think Tamer Hassan, is that his name? Tamer Hassan, the actor?
Yeah.
He's excellent in it. I think he plays that part perfectly. I don't think he could do anything else apart from be that guy. But he's spot on for it. He looks like the rest of them didn't really fit it for me. Like they just seemed like a bunch of fucking nobodies. They didn't look like criminals or gangsters or anything like that. But I felt a wee bit like a soap opera episode is the most I could probably say about this.
The ending part is when Sammy dies is a bit disappointing because it's like there's so many like how they had to have the Coast Guard be there at the same point as I'm assuming her drops this fake package of shit down. I don't know. I just thought it was a weird way for him to kill him, and then he's carrying that rock behind his back for fucking ages, like climbing down the hill. It's just a really that part was really poor, but I'm definitely popping there. Like I watched this today and fairly enjoyed myself. Very similar, like bobbing along to the music. Can appreciate the outfits and stuff that they're wearing. They basically all dressed like Hunter, essentially. It's just Hunter in all different types of levels. When he goes shopping for the clothes, you can just imagine Hunter there with his cash and his element on payday. Absolutely buzzing.
Every time I watch this, I'm like, oh my God, I want that, I've got that.
I've go, need, go.
It's like, put in this stick an album of tacky tops for me.
No, I like it's 90 minutes of pure shite, but it's enjoyable. Dyer's difficult to watch at the best of times on it. I just feel that I didn't really get the whole part where they're starting to fall off a little bit. And I get that they're getting more involved in the drugs and they're getting more greedy, and then they're just trampy minks by the end of the film. And I just didn't get that, but it just kind of falls away essentially. But it's like a mission in fucking Grand Theft Auto or something in this film.
Aye, that's a good way to describe it as.
But I mean,
doing pretty well.
Was that?
It seems to be going doing pretty well. I was kind of, I thought you and Daniel would have kind of ripped it apart, but like as you said, it is what it is. But I'll also like, I actually like Danny Dyer has a place in this world, and his place in this world is 90-minute filler films that are.
Shite.
It's like, what's it like? It's like when your mum would go to the shop as a youngster, and she would buy Iron Brew, but she comes home with Iron Brew instead of Iron Brew. That's like Danny Dyer films are like Iron Brew or Freeway Cola.
It's like Leonardo DiCaprio's bars and Danny Dyer's Panda Pops, essentially.
Aye. So, like, sometimes, you know, Freeway Cola hits the spot, you're really thirsty. I mean, it's not if you were going to the supermarket, you wouldn't choose Freeway Cola, but...
I don't even know what that is.
That's what I used to get my granddad's on a Friday night.
Aye. Is that some of that fucking Asda pish?
No, that's for Lidl. Freeway Cola was for Lidl.
Fuck, if I'm not going to go to Asda, I'm not going to Lidl.
Well, anyway, my point is that there is a place in this world for Danny Dyer and his films.
Well, I can appreciate when a film's shit, but my history in here in selecting shit movies is obviously well documented. But I don't mind films like this where it's, again, I say it a lot, I'm doing 5-6 other things at the same time while I was watching this, and I don't really need to pay attention to it. Probably my favourite part of the whole film is when they bring what's his name? Zebedee for Football Factory. They fly him over thinking that he's going to get pumped off of the mayor. And they bring him over, and this master plan that they've got is the fact that they reckon he's still a junkie and he's completely clean.
And they stabs him with a fork.
Somewhere a fork.
Aye, but then it's what's the funnier part for me is the innuendos after it, where he's like, "Tries that to me, I'll do it to them," and all this, and it just like reinforces what they think had happened at this point. Yeah, I liked it. Burnsy.
Just going back quickly is that when Sean was talking about whatever Freeway Cola and that, is my mum went to Asda the day and asked her to get cream soda for me. And she told me there wasn't any bars cream soda. She's given me Asda's own brand of cream soda. It's in my fridge now, so I'll need to report back next week and tell you how shite it was.
Cream soda, man. No, that's been a long time since I've had that.
There is a place in the world for store brand products.
Yes.
It might be all right, you never know, but it's no anything. If I was in, I would have just left it. But she brought
Here's a question. So, like, this is a bit kind of hanging, but like, what is your favourite like juice? Like that isn't it like don't say Iron Brew or cola, right? But what is your favourite juice?
Can I
Mine's is limeade.
Sean,
Oh,
just say Iron Brew again. I think you say it weird.
Iron Brew.
To me, it sounds like you say iron.
Iron Brew. I do iron.
Oh, I've never heard it
What
said.
is my juice?
Sorry, Kyle. Where was it? Can you name me a European country that is low ranked in the football world rankings that begins with I don't know, an A, please?
It also hosted the Europa League final between Chelsea and Arsenal a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I think their capital is Baku. What's the country I'm thinking of, Kyle?
I just have to say Albania, guys. I've no idea.
Albania? No, it's not that. Oh, what is it again?
I'm no sure, mate. You'll hate to tell me.
Oh, it's a shame that.
It's a shame that. But I'm going to throw out a little drink there for these guys. I'm a big Vimto fan.
Oh no, I hate Vimto.
oh.
But like,
So
as in fizzy or still?
Fizzy.
Yeah.
Fizzy.
No. Still Vimto.
Growing up, I used to go to my nana's on a Thursday, and I'd get my £2 pocket money a week from her. And from her £2 pocket money a week, 50 pence of that would be to my glass bottle of Vimto, the fizzy Vimto that would be delivered by the juice man. That's how classy we were in Camelin. And then with the remainder of my pocket money, I could go down to the shop and pick up a Beano and a packet of Happy Shopper broken biscuits. That was my routine.
How much did the albino cost you?
The Beano?
I thought you said an albino.
I did. That's what he said at first. With my £2 pocket money, I would get a bottle of fizzy juice and an albino.
Listen, where I grew up, you probably could. But no, my wee Beano to sit and read, and then I get my big, it was a 99 pence packet of broken biscuits, big huge packet, just smashed up biscuits. It was quality.
Underrated fizzy juice, Lilt.
Yes.
No.
You see, for me, all fizzy juice is not as good since they've fucking made it. Fucking the Wokes took all the sugar and shite that was good with it.
I've been waiting for somebody to say red cola.
Do you know what? I had
say,
a red cola last week and it was tremendous.
Yes.
Do you know what I thought this when you said Vimto, what popped in my head? Do you remember Tizer?
Yes.
Aye.
Yep.
Elite juice.
For the non-Scottish listeners, I was talking about glass bottles of bars. Juice means absolutely fucking nothing.
You can take them back to the chippy and get money back for it as well.
I wonder if the glass checks. I wonder if they fucking Azerbaijan are paying attention to this kind of stuff.
I don't know where Azerbaijan is.
I'd say mine's is either Fanta or Fresh Orange Lemonade. That's my two favourite.
That's boring, Bonzi. Fanta.
You basically, Bonzi's two favourite juices are fizzy orange or fizzy orange.
That's what I'm torn. Just when you mentioned about Vimto, right? I remember years ago that Davey was round at when I was staying with my mum. He had 12 can of Vimto from watching the football. I think this was over like a 3-hour period or something ridiculous like that. He woke up the following day and asked me if I felt ill. And I felt fine, obviously. It's not because he scalped 12 can of juice within about 3 hours sitting together. And he obviously had a dodgy stomach up all night, coming out of both ends, basically. Had to take the day off work. So I wouldn't advise having 12 can of Vimto.
What a Vimto hangover.
Did you have Vimto much?
Oh, wow. What was the orange one that was in the? Was it Orangina? That had wee bits in it?
Horrible, man.
Hideous wee thing.
Boggin.
I also love Dr. Pepper, but it's quite a boring choice.
Well, I was going to actually say that. I thought you liked Dr. Pepper, Sean, but I don't know why
I do, but like limeade is just like, I fucking love limeade. Has to be bars.
Limeade's what I used to pour my vodka into when I used to go to high school and like fucking second or third year.
Do you know what my cousin has? Right, my cousin drinks vodka and diluting juice.
No.
He does. I swear to God, right? Because his mum, who is also by chance my auntie, she drank vodka diluting juice, right? So they'll put basically vodka in with a bit of diluting juice and then put water in it. Right? And then Daniel's I've noticed that he started to do that. Well, it was a few years ago now. I've never ever understand. I swear to God, vodka diluting juice. He would come to my house, right, a bottle of vodka and a full bottle of fucking diluting juice.
Betty Robinson's fruit squash to go with his vodka.
Oh, aye, honestly, it's weird. So
I think
weird.
I tried that once because I ran out fizzy juice, so it was only option and it tasted bouffing.
So you ran out of fizzy juice, so I'll have a vodka diluting orange.
It sounds like you've got a bit of a drinking problem, Burnsy, if that's what you're
Or an orange problem.
I mean, I wanted a vodka and I ran out of fizzy juice to put in it.
Right, okay.
I'm no class. I have a vodka, Steve.
Just sitting there on a Tuesday night. Well, what can I pour with my vodka tonight? I've actually forgot what we were talking about. What film are you even talking about?
The Business. Aye, so I've very much enjoyed it. It's as I said, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I like the music and I like the costume.
I love how you say costumes when the fact is Hunter dresses exactly like these guys.
No, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I've got a couple of Alessi tracksuits. I wouldn't say the costume, just the costume. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Very good.
I forgot who's even spoke, but I don't think Hunter has, so let's come to him for his thoughts.
I haven't, and I'm just going to bookend this review just like Sean did at the start. This is, I know exactly what this film is, what it delivers. Will it win any awards? No. But I will score it relatively high, and I feel that it's obviously my personal enjoyment of the film. Obviously, is boosting that. If I was to go in and not enjoy this, then obviously that would obviously the whole point of this. If you've not enjoyed it, it's go slow. But just getting similar to Sean, it's like I love the soundtrack. As we know, how old the 30, near enough 36-year-old man and still dressing like I was when this film came out. Was it 17 years ago?
2005.
Yeah.
Is it that old? 2005?
2005, yeah.
Aye, so I'm still dressing like I was 18 when this film came out, essentially. Problem is, I just earn my money, so I just buy Mary it now, which I'm sure my lovely other half will attest to is such a hindrance for us. But again, it's I just said, Sean, it's what was that?
I was saying you can't get a mortgage because of your fucking Sakis.
No, it's we need to buy little houses with fucking like 5 and 6 bedrooms, just so I've got somewhere to put all my trainers.
Oh yeah,
he's got Adidas tracksuits as wallpaper.
That's it.
Wait till he gets the Balenciaga wants to come along with it.
Build a fort out of blue Adidas boxes and just make that the house. That'll do the job. But again, it's like what I just said. I've got a few films like this that it's like my own. To people, maybe there will be obviously other people that like them apart from me, but I think to the majority, the people that aren't me, would never score them as anywhere high as I do. But again, it's paint by numbers British gangster film, but instead of it being set in southeast London and a robbing a bank, it's set in southeast Spain in the sun, and it's they're dealing drugs rather than robbing people, which essentially they are doing it just in a roundabout way this time. And again, there's not too much to delve into it. We kind of analyse some other bits. There are kind of pointless scenes, there pointless characters. You know what you're getting, and as you said, Dyer, you said Tam Hassan is perfect for that. And again, it's just like because I remember there was this, and it's the same guy, obviously, who done the Football Factory as well, and I was like a proper Nick Love Mark at the time. I've loved both of them films, obviously, as you can tell by my dress sense, that they had such an impact on my life. I always remember the disappointment I remember from this was there was always meant to be a sequel to this, and I've always read stories that was meant to have been in production, that was the script was in, and it just never delivered. And I think I'd always read that much about it. I always wanted to see how it would develop, the sequel, which we'll never know. It might just be one. The what it is, it'll be like Goal 3. It'll just emerge on fucking some sort of streaming platform. Like God, these years down the line.
It's so weird that you just referenced. I watched Goal 1 the other day. In the last few days, I've watched Goal. Well, it's shite.
It's just the Miguel Almiron story. No, that's what I'll be known as.
I know we're a bit light in trivia, Hunter. You had two pieces. One's already been stolen, but I'm just going to throw in there. I was just trying to look because I'm like, I don't really recognise any of the characters, and for absolutely no reason whatsoever at all. I just had a look to see what else the character Carly had been in. No reason whatsoever. And what she is known for on IMDb, her main film she is known for is the film Unleashed with Jet Li, and she plays the character Floozy 1. That's her career highlight.
I wish she was top Floozy though.
Floozy number 1.
It took one thing I found confusing about this film. It took me until at least half an hour, maybe 40 minutes into the film, to figure out that her and Sammy were a couple and he wasn't her dad.
Aye, because obviously he came back. Tamar Hassan characters came back and said, "That's my hunt." What was it? Said
my partner.
She was with my partner or something, but it didn't specify that was his girlfriend or something. They made the first comment, and I was unsure too.
And even up to the point where he was painting her toenails and kissing her feet, I still thought that was her.
I was thinking it was something like Paul Scholes. Exactly.
They sucked him at least, so.
But it took me ages to figure out that they were a couple, and it just made it had a really weird dynamic for me for a long time watching this. I thought it was just another incest movie that would come across.
Sean's just got a catalogue of these that he selects for us to watch.
Yeah, come on now.
Oh wow! Right, let's get to scoring this incestual movie.
I'll have my own, but be a bit careful. I've not spoke yet.
Fucking hell, what a diva, eh? Honestly.
Well, to be fair, you just totally bypassed them.
You've spoken.
I was going to actually ask Sean to begin with and ask what flaws he had in the film when he mentioned that, but I think Daniel covered them all really well. But I think with this kind of film, for me, is like, because it is this like really fast paced and that compared to like Blood Diamond, then for me the flaws I don't really care about the flaws, even though I completely understand and agree with where he's coming from. I don't know if it would bother you, is like, see how Danny Dyer's character at the start, he's like obviously this really quiet guy, and then I don't know how long the film's meant to be based on time period, but then by the end he's like this really cocky, arrogant to an extent guy who's completely came out of shell. Do you think that was a bit too much for somebody to be how he was that quiet and was just standing in the corner, and then by the end of it he's like giving it the big I am?
I could see why he's like that, because you've got to bear in mind he's essentially becomes second in command to this wee empire that they've got running, and it would give him an ego and an attitude, and he has to be in the background to start with to like, what would you say in inverted commas here, like earn his stripes.
Aye.
No, I could see why he goes the way that he is.
And I think as well, see how like if this film was a lot more based on the drug side of it, it would have probably bored me. But because it was more based on the interactions and relationships between all the characters, I think that definitely helped it. And as I think it was Hunter pointed out, there was quite a few light-hearted moments as well. So no, I think it was I thought it was good, but I think Daniel's definitely got points in terms of the flaws that it does. But as well, that when something is just, if you take it what it is, that you know you're not going to get a masterpiece of that, it's more just something you can sit and watch and enjoy, then you just deal with the flaws and don't really think too much into them, I think.
It does sound very much like we're going to be scoring this a lot higher than Blood Diamond, which is going to anger our followers on Instagram already, that the business is going to be scored a little bit higher. Just a reminder, guys, of how we do score it. We do score this purely based on the enjoyment levels that we have when we're watching these movies. It's not a case of us saying that this is critically a better film than Blood Diamond. It's just that what we enjoy. Because we'll have some little neeks that will kick off on the Instagram and moan about it. But let's get to scoring. Sean, you go first again for this, my friend.
5. No, I'm only joking.
I've wrote it down to me. You can't change it.
No, I'm going to go for a 4. And again, it is just purely down to my own personal enjoyment.
Burnsy deleting the 5 off his spreadsheet there. Daniel?
Like I said, I did barely enjoy it. It wasn't too much to shit on, but I need to score it for what it really is. So it's getting a 1 for me.
Wow.
What?
Fuck, man.
Come on, it's a shit film. Like, Kyle quite enjoyed Mega Shark versus fucking Octopus or whatever, but it's still shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, I get that he's enjoy it, but it's not good.
I think you were giving at least a 2.5 there.
I mean, come on now.
It's bad, man. Come on, look, think about it. It's bad. And people like status quo. You know what I mean? They're still shite. It's the same sort of thing. Do you know what I mean?
You didn't come on and berate it that much. That was how.
That's completely threw me. I'm on the floor now, actually. I'm literally lying on the floor now after that. Fell off the couch.
You all right?
In his costume.
I'll be fine.
Hunter?
Right, just so for proof that this is my score that I'd actually typed up when I was doing my trivia. So it's also a 4 for me. And I will go have a crank wearing a Sergio Tacchini after Daniel's score.
Thinking of Floozy number 1. What was it?
3.25 for me.
A 3.25 for Burnsy. So far, Sean, Hunter, and Burnsy have all scored this much higher than Blood Diamond. In terms of score for me, I'm not going to score it as high as you guys did, but I'm going to give it a 2.5 because I did enjoy it, but I do know it's not as good a film as Blood Diamond, and I gave Blood Diamond a 3.5. So 2.5 from me. So that's right.
Why are you talking about Blood Diamond so much? That was last week's film.
Just got a really good memory, to be honest.
Well, to be fair, it's the only thing we've got to benchmark it again in the league table so far. So.
Oh, I suppose. I forgot we were doing a league table.
We forgot. It's been a week, Sean, so we can.
I know. It's been a busy week.
Hey, the joys of podcasting. What's that?
What did you give it?
After all that, you're not even paying attention. Is that because I cut you off earlier?
Aye.
I gave it a 2.5.
Thanks.
I'll get your calculator out.
2.95 overall. That was.
A 2.95. So it is currently our number 1 movie beginning with the letter B. So top of the list is The Business, bottom, Blood Diamond. You wonder why folk don't like us, eh?
I don't at all. I completely understand.
I think it's the other people that are the problem. It's not us.
Is that?
I'm well up for that. I'm well up for that. It's not us, it's them.
Oh, a wheel spin.
Yeah.
So they should try and subtly add this in there for the people that actually can't see what we're doing. But we are just going to spin the wheel to see what the next movies are going to be for us to watch. Just a reminder, the ones that are left on the list are Batman Begins, Butterfly Effect, Big Lebowski, Big Short, Borg vs. McEnroe, Blade, Black Swan, and Bad Teacher. Any preferences, guys?
Anything but Black Swan.
I'm going to watch them all, so I don't really care.
I would quite like a nice wee. So I want the league table to keep going up and down. So I would quite like the Big Lebowski and
the Big Short. Give us the 2 bigs.
The 2 bigs, yes. I would take the 2 bigs.
I'm really not looking forward to watching Butterfly Effect. So anything but Butterfly Effect, please.
I think you should watch all 3 versions.
No. Starting off with a good one, Batman Begins is going to be the next one that we do record. So that next week's episode will be Batman Begins, and we just so we're ahead of the plan, ahead of the curve, whatever you want to call it. We'll just spin for the week after that as well. Let's see if we get anything that was mentioned there. Stop. Oh, it's not stopped on Black Swan. We have got Bad Teacher coming in next.
Well, that'll give us an up-down, I'd imagine.
Batman Begins and Bad Teacher. Cameron Diaz is in Bad Teacher, guys. So well worth it.
Floozy number 1.
Floozy number 101 for her. Oof. Incredible movie. Well, that does bring us to the end of the recording for that, guys. Please jump onto the Instagram if you've got any thoughts so far on what our thoughts are on the best movies beginning with the letter B. Tell us all the ones that we missed out on that you prefer. Daniel loves to hear how much you hate what we've selected and what we should have done better. So please send a message to him and he will be sure to read that out at some point or get back to you. Yeah, Daniel?
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely get back to you because I like arguing with folk, and I'll read it out because I like humiliating folk in public. Both things work well.
Well, as morons, bid you farewell.
Fuck off.
See you.
Sorry I don't speak moron as well as you, but let me try.
What the hell is supposed to do, you moron?
It's a moron. That's not against the law.
Gun, you fucking moron.
Dressed up like Batman.
Because he is Batman, you moron.
What are you, a fucking moron?
You moron. Drop dead. Moron.
Whoa!
Up here, you morons.
Stepping morons like yourself.
Me down, you moron! Hey, moron!